A woman that's in high demand, her mindset is three main things. She's cooperative, she's smart, and she's agreeable. See, all three of those things must be there. A woman that's smart and disagreeable is not a woman that's in high demand. She's not a woman that's really wanted. A woman who's smart and cooperative but not agreeable is kind of useless because she'll only cooperate when she agrees. A woman who's cooperative and agreeable but not smart is also kind of just blind leading the blind. She must be smart, cooperative, and agreeable.
Women can say, I don't want no scrubs. You know, people can say, if he can't buy you a Birkin bag, kick him to the curb. But if I just happen to say that you weigh more than men at your height, that's offensive. When did we become that world?
Well, it's offensive for men who like a certain type of woman. Some men are into BBWs. There is a whole market for that.
Really?
Right?
Show me where the high value men, after their high value, go after BBWs as the norm.
A man's test in life is a woman. Now, by test, I mean that those are the things that we desire. Men have nice cars. Not because they like nice cars, because they know women like nice cars. That's how it goes. Because men are hunters, and the car is the bait. And a woman comes and says, ooh, nice Porsche. Gotcha, bitch.
I truly do have pussy powers, and they go beyond making men feel good with their penis. Although I do love to give BJs with a heart full of gratitude.
So why are men afraid to approach women these days? Just look at the world that men have to exist in. If a guy mentions how nice you look, it's sexual harassment. But if he keeps quiet, it's male indifference. If he buys you flowers, he's after something. If he doesn't, he's not thoughtful. If he's proud of his achievements, he's full of himself. If he isn't, he's not ambitious. If he tries to keep himself in shape, he's vain. If he doesn't, he's a slob. If he puts a woman on a pedestal and tries to protect her from the rat race, he's a male chauvinist. If he stays at home and does housework, he's a pansy. If he lets himself be vulnerable, he's a wimp. If he doesn't, he's insensitive. If he pursues you too much, you feel like he's stalking. If he doesn't, he lacks self-confidence. Wonder why most guys feel awkward, anxious, and downright frightened when they have to approach a woman they're interested in.
I smells carrots a-cooking, and where there's carrots, there's rabbits.
Women, we like to be the one that got done wrong. This is why we struggle with accountability. Most women chase bad boys because being with a bad boy allows you to end up being a victim at some point or another.
Why do they want to be victims?
It is programmed in us that poor me is some type of flex as a woman and as a mother. You can see it. Poor woman left with children to raise on her own. That is something that they get to flex off of. They believe it is a flex. That's why when I say it produces the worst product, the comeback is, well, he did it to me. You're not gonna get no award for that, and your child gonna be a statistic. So, bitch, what are we talking about? The bad boys will allow, you're able to say, girl, I was fucking with Tyrone, he in the streets, bitch. Yeah, he took me out. It was exciting. There's the excitement side, but then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong. When you fucking with a Russell, he ain't finna do nothing. You never finna be no victim. And so what that means is, if the Russell never finna do no fuck shit and try you, guess what you got to do?
What's that?
You got to step your character up and not be doing fuck shit neither. You got to be not texting niggas and fucking and being flaw, and you got to be a good wife and go home, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Tyrone, I could shake a little something on the side because he be doing shit anyway. He Tyrone, he the bad boy.
How to be a Phoebe. So I want to make a video real quick on how to be a Phoebe, fit, feminine, and friendly female, right? Because it seems like I go to multiple platforms and I see the same thing over and over again. It's not saying that, I'm looking for this stuff all the time, but at the same time, I'm seeing more and more dudes talking about the same thing. They're looking for a fit, feminine female, and that was what Kevin Samuels came up with, but at the same time, this has been the same basis of what men been wanting since the dawn of time. I, I believe, you know. So, fit, feminine, female, right? They're just patient. They're empathetic. You know, they're agreeable. You know, they're adjust. They can adjust good to many situations. You know, many complications that come with life. You know, um, they're trying to further their love for their man, so they get to know their man. You know, get to know the person that they're dealing with. You know, they usually have a good relationship with their mom or dad. You know, stuff like that. They're not hard to get along with. You know, a lot of the people that I talk to say that females are just hard to get along with. They're impatient. They don't care about trying to get to know you and stuff like that. Either you're meeting the goal that they're trying to hit or you're out the door. You know, they're not providing any grace for guys these days and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get on the camera and put a video together about women being fit, feminine, and friendly. I mean, I'm not the guy to actually try to teach this or anything like that. But like I said, every time I turn around, it seems like I'm going to. There's so many different social media sites, but these guys are speaking up, and I'm like, wow, I could hop in the comment section, like, bro, what are you doing? You're sitting here for an hour and a half trying to. You're sounding like Kevin Samuels. You just you did the whole Kevin Samuels spiel on her, and it's just not going anywhere these days, you know. But we are looking for women that's going to be caring, loving, compassionate, you know, patient with us, you know, adjustable, agreeable, flexible, nurturing, you know, loving and stuff like that. You know, these are traits that comes with femininity, you know, and I'm letting these older women break it down. You know, these women, you know, break it down. As far as what they feel like femininity should be and how people are actually going about the world today without even considering being feminine and loving these days. It's crazy that we even have to keep on going on about this subject because it seems it has to get nailed into uh, women's head these days about trying to be more feminine and loving to people. You know, it's not even to men in general. You know, it's to the kids as well. It's to females themselves. It's to it's to the whole society. You know, like I said, women went towards being the worst type of men. You know, it's crazy that there's so many type of men. You know, so many builders, people that was doing so much stuff in the world that changed the way that we do things. That women just chose to go towards Tyrone and Pookie instead of great men that were changing the world and changing the way we do things. You know, there's plenty of examples that they're um, they're kings and great inventors and builders and stuff like that that they can go off of and be like, okay, I'll be that type of man. You know, I'll go off that. You know, off that masculinity trait. But they go towards the argumentative, demanding, direct, um, you know, abrasive, abusive sometimes. It's crazy, you know. So yeah, this is definitely a subject that we're gonna have to keep on hitting on. If nobody seems to want to get in their head, you know, we're gonna just have to keep on nailing away, and hopefully one day that the society changes for the greater good, you know, and everybody can get more love and compassion for each other, you know, trying to make our way through life. That's all it's about, you know. So I just want everybody to soak in this video, you know, take their time to try to understand what each person point is and stuff, and you know, try to see where you can get in where you fit in and say what you got to say. Maybe you could learn something and you know, share with the next person. Each one teach one, you know. Try to spread the word of good positive energy, you know. And that's just the inner chi you have in yourself, inner chi. The Chinese call it energy. Chi is the life source. So that's just inter chi energy, you know. So yeah, this feminine uh, movement, I thought it'd be good, but it was just like it backfired a lot. I when I was younger, I assumed it was good because femininity. Women could do more things with themselves and have a better life, and go towards the goals they want to accomplish. But it seems like it backfired. Now they're just taking power, and they're exerting their power every chance they get towards usually the men, because that's the only person that's there. Hopefully they're not doing it too much to the kids, but then we got examples of that as well. So you know with great power comes great responsibility, and we're seeing where women are taking their power to, as far as if they want to go cheat, as far as if they want to just leave the kid, or as far as if they want to just take the kid, or if yeah, you have the power, and we're seeing what you guys are doing with it. We've been having this power. We've been having this. You know, we just chose not to. Some men chose not to abuse the power. You know, that's all it's about. Is it? What kind of ruler would you be? That's going to be my next video. What kind of ruler would you be? But we're getting shown what women having a little bit of power would do in a household. We're not even seeing what it do to a country, but we're seeing what it do to a household. And I'm talking about worldwide. The birth rate is going down. People are getting more domestic violence. Homelessness is going up. I'm not sure if it's just off of some femininity. I doubt it's just that, but that could be one of the causes that can cause the American men and women, the world men and women. Now that I'm talking about it, it's the world that's being affected, but by lack of femininity by the women and lack of caring, compassion. Act like the man that is trying to build a family and have something to stand on is wrong, you know. And that wasn't the point of femininity. We just thought that everybody was going to have equal rights, but now we get giving women absolute power. And once you give anybody absolute power, they're not going to get it back. You're going to have to take it back. So hope everybody could just soak in what I said, what the people going to say on this video, you know, and just learn more about what's going to be better for society as a whole at the end of the day. That's what I want, and everybody just continue to thrive and shine,